final new members of Liella have been announced, and unfortunately, Drip Goku is not among them. Can I get some F's in the chat? In seriousness, the final members of Liella were announced this morning, and I'm actually really excited for season 3 now, which is a complete 180 on what I had said almost 2 months ago now. Holy shit. But yeah, let's get into that. Firstly, there's only 2 new members this time. I genuinely thought they were gonna do 4 and have 13 main characters again, like in Nietzsche season 2, so they're not. And I'm glad for that, even if 11 is still kind of a big number. So the obvious out of the way, wine is one of them. Yeah, it was basically all but confirmed was going to happen, but I honestly wasn't 100% sure, since I feel like you can never really know what Love Live's gonna do. And that's why in my previous video, whenever I would say that they basically introduced 5 new main characters, I would say I would clarify adding wine probably being a main character. And like, yeah, now she is officially, so that's good. And the other is Natsume's sister, who we've never seen before or has never been referenced, which I think this one caught most people off guard and is really fucking funny to me specifically, because I think I said in my last video on the new members that I didn't know if they would do Arya as a member, because even though she's been in the series since the first episode, they never really put much in establishing her as a member, or like that she would be a member in the future, outside of one line really in season 2. So I was right about that. But also wrong in the sense that, yeah, it's just a sibling we never saw or got referenced previously that Natsume has, and honestly, I'm on board with it. Like, I'm here for it. I think my main feelings right now and why I've kind of done a 180 is that I think it helps a lot. I talked about in my previous video how I think the biggest problem Superstar Season 2 had was that it was introducing too much and it had too much to cover, and that led to it all being jumbled by the end. Functionally, they had to introduce 5 main characters now, which is double the main cast, and still deal with a lot of plot points. I've talked about the ending before, and I think the group, like, winning Love Live being kind of brushed over is something the show is never really going to be able to come back from. But now they've gotten so much out of the way, and there's only 2 new members this time. Wine has already been integrated into the cast. I feel like what they're gonna do is have the first there's 2 routes I could see it going. Either in the first episode, she's like, yeah, my parents decided instead of you going to this fancy school that I want to go to, for me to learn from you, I just have to go here now. Hopefully that's the end of that, because I've said I think the ending plot to season 2 was really stupid. Or she's going to, like, try and be a rival still while at the same school. Maybe with Tamari. There's this artwork of the 2 of them, which, in addition to what someone has described as Wine's Vegeta fucking stare. But, yeah, I could see it being an antagonistic thing, but I don't think that's what they're going to do based on Tamari's bio. Which, getting into that, okay, I think part of why I kind of immediately warmed to this idea was my immediate things. I saw the information, I saw the jokes about the fact that Wine's favorite phrase is "stick to your guns," and it mentions her hobbies include clay target shooting, and her skills include marksmanship. So immediately there's art of her with like a gun out there already. Yeah, people have been calling Natsume Mr. Krabs since she was first shown off. So now she has a sister with her hair color looks like Squidward. And it's even her little pigtail braid things. I don't know the word. Like they even make her head kind of look like Squidward. I'm here for all of this. It even says her favorite animal is jellyfish. I'm looking at the bio now, thanks to the translation Idle Story did. I'll link them below. It says her favorite animal is jellyfish. I wonder if someone on the staff knew. But yeah, I'm sorry for any Arya fans, but I'm genuinely really excited to see how all this plays out, because I've said before, I think Wine joining Liella is a really great route to go, and I think it'll be really fun. Even in the, like, street crossing artwork, there's a cute little depiction of her with Chisato, so hopefully that's a dynamic they explore more. And with Tamari, I think the good thing is she already has a connection to the group, and I feel like they could get these two introduced in, like, 2 episodes, and that just leaves the season way more time to breathe than last time, where it took 6 for everyone to get introduced last time. Arguably 8, because even though Wine is a rival, she, like, disappears between episodes 3 and, like, 8, I think. Yeah, also, Tamari being Natsume's sister naturally means Natsume is at least gonna get a bit of focus, which she really needs. I've mentioned this also in my last video, that she just kind of falls off in appearances after episode 6, and mainly just kind of is relegated to a gag character. And like I totally see them doing at least 1 episode with like her and her sister's dynamic, which sounds fun based on the bios and stuff. She's kind of the practical planner to Natsume's constantly looking to get rich quick schemes. The one that's kind of pulled along for the ride and has to make sure things don't fall apart. The Squidward to her Mr. Krabs. But yeah, I'm genuinely really excited. Oh, also subunits got announced, which yeah, everyone's been calling hard for these. Partially because every other group has been voting, and I feel like they didn't want the voting to come down to ships or something, because none of these make any sense. Like, we've got Kanan, Sumire, and Mei, which, like, I feel like Sumire is the member of the original 5 that Kanan has interacted with the least. Then Cuckoo, Ren, and Wine, and then Chisato and everyone else. And like, honestly, it's a point of criticism in a lot of the shows that the characters don't really interact with people outside of their grade or subunit, and I do think that's an issue. But this time around, I genuinely want subunit episodes, because I want to see what they do with these dynamics. I have no clue why they picked them. Especially, I want, like, Chisato or her 4 fucking children. It's literally her, Shiki, not Mei, Kineko, Natsume, and Tamari. It's like, it's so random. I want to see them do something with that. Like, the others are busies. Chisato has to, like, put on a concert with just them or something. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this season now. They've hooked me. There's just no getting off of Liella's wild ride at this point for me. Oh god, I feel like this video has probably been very incoherent, but I think Natsume herself explained it best.
帰ったら動画の撮影に編集もやらなきゃですの。忙しい。